Have Black-owned businesses reported increased hardships since Trump's return to office?
I have to look at the numbers. I don't know about the exact numbers, but in my community, yes, there's been a lot of hardships, and especially Black-owned businesses that are being hit by these tariffs. Like, tariffs are a tool. Sometimes you use them strategically, you can help things. But this blanket tariff, and like Trump's up here saying, oh, it's temporary pain. Maybe for a billionaire, but for like a working person, or if you're, I just did a thing with a bunch of salons, hairdressers, and barbers. Most of them were, Black business owners, and they were all saying, and I even had a manufacturer there, a local manufacturer. The manufacturer was saying, if this item costs me X amount more to do, I have to charge the hairdressers more and the providers more. And then the hairdresser's like, then I have to increase my price a little bit. And it can completely ruin a business.
Right.
Completely ruin a business. And it's a lot of our Black businesses being impacted the most right now because disproportionately, we don't have access to capital the same way. We don't have access to a lot of the remedies to help weather the storm. And so this is going to be bad for all businesses, but especially Black businesses. We're seeing it happen right now. But I always tell people to think outside the box, right? That's why I went to the hairdressers and I did things with people who own salons, because a lot of times that's not a business a lot of people think about. Right. But we're all getting haircuts. We're all getting, people are going to
up
makeup,
in prices. They started
done.
at $15 and now they're $50.
Yeah, things are going up and up and up. And people are going to think first about food, rent, that kind of stuff. And so a lot of these things that I think people should be able to afford, to go and get a nice haircut, go get your makeup done, whatever you want to do. But I've heard from these folks that there's a lot of their clients are going less and less because it's more of a commodity than a necessity. Right. And that impacts businesses because all these folks, they feed their family this way. It's their livelihood. So, yeah.
And then my last or follow-up question to that question would be, how is the CBC helping Black entrepreneurs thrive?
So in many different ways, but I'll highlight one exactly. A lot of CBC members work on the small business committee and on other committees working at bringing up grant programs and fighting. There's a lot of new things we want to do, but to be frank with everyone, right now we're like in a defense mode. We're trying to protect the things that we've gotten. And so whether it's, Maxine Waters is the lead Democrat on the Financial Services Committee. She's the one that really came up with the PPP program, which saved so many small businesses across the entire nation. That was Maxine Waters. That was a CBC member.
Right.
And so us being in these spaces when the decisions are being made is very important because we bring the experiences from our community and what we hear back at home.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, of course. Thank you. Appreciate it.